since you've been a part of big companies and you've really driven change to a great extent when it comes to this technology, let's talk about implementing AI in these large companies or corporates, right? So every person and every company is concerned about lagging behind due to the advent of smarter AI. I was just reading before before the recording, I was just reading a Fortune article that stated that JPMorgan CEO Jamie Dimon compares AI potential impact to electricity and steam engine and says that tech could actually augment virtually every job on this planet. So therefore, some CEOs and CTOs are almost pressurized by their boards to have an AI strategy. How should companies really build their AI strategy? Like where should they start? How should they organize their work? How long can it take?
So it's really interesting. Every day you hear this in the news. Company A establishing AI partnership with company B. Another company where every CEO, you go to a conference and you hear any CEO. And everyone is talking about AI, right? And of course, in some aspects for good reasons. I think this is probably, more than what happened for cloud. Significantly more than what happened for cloud. And particularly because, of course, the accessibility aspects of it went into the consumer domain very quickly. And also its potential value and potential impact. So, the boards, when it comes to the boards, I think this is, I call it like a golden opportunity for the CTOs because this is truly driving acceleration of cloud transformations. It's driving consolidation of your backend systems. It's companies where there were tens of silos of data platforms. It's driving consolidation for global data platforms. It's driving simplification of products because when all of this happens, when companies move from these silos of products to a core platform and the experience is built on top of core platform, that's when AI can be integrated in some of these systems, right? So I think for CTOs, this is an amazing opportunity, and I hope no board members have to pressure the CTOs. I hope the CTOs are fairly proactive, and this is a time when a knowledgeable and a very engaged board is incredibly valuable because a lot of these board members are sitting on board of other companies. They're also senior leaders in their own companies, and so if for your company, when you have your strategy, you bring it to them proactively, get their input, get their insights, and keep them in the loop. And I think this is just a fabulous opportunity for the CTOs to do that. The way I look at I would say the key ingredients or the key elements of a enterprise AI strategy, you could think of it in three different areas. One is, what are the use cases? Of course, you want to know, what you will do with AI in the company. Second is, what are the people's skills currently? And what are the organizational capabilities? And I'll touch a little bit on each of these. And then the third is, what's your roadmap? And so when it comes to use case, I know we were talking earlier, of course, your use cases can be customer-facing use cases, can be internal use cases. But really what the industry has already seen through these experiments in the last 1 year and more clarity on what the big tech companies are doing from an AI standpoint, what's happening with these bigger AI companies and the models, the various models coming in from the AI companies, that, the best place to start your AI journey is internal. Get your employees productive. The internal use cases will drive, of course, increased productivity, faster ROI. It also, poses lower risk, because it's all internal, lower risk from a data privacy standpoint, lower risk from an unreliable output standpoint. And so you invest in your co-pilots for developers. You invest in, either using these, other co-pilots off the shelf AI capabilities, or, if the companies are ready, like a lot of these banks have already done that, they've trained, they've further fine-tuned the AI models for their own data. And so, now they can use AI for research, they can use for compilation of content, they can use for response to emails. And there's so many powerful internal use cases. And that's one of the best places to start and get the company ready for those next stages that will come. I think when it comes to people skills and organizational capability, it's most companies are facing this challenge of people within the organization not having the skills, and it's time to upskill people across the organization, including your engineering teams. And so specific investment in people skills is super critical. We have to take everybody along. That's the only way companies will succeed. But also, it's important to establish these AI partnerships. You don't want to be like in the world of the cloud many years ago. Companies had every cloud provider available out in the market. They bought their services, and what did we see? We saw this incredible complexity in the infrastructure, and eventually companies went to this model of a single cloud provider, like a primary cloud provider and a secondary cloud provider, or maybe a private private data center, or private cloud, which is your data center transformed to a cloud. So all of these models are there, and so don't rush and start working with every AI company out there. Be very thoughtful, be analytical, be strategic about which companies you're working with. Involve your CTO and your chief data and AI officer in all of those partnership discussions. And I know it's very tempting sometimes for global companies and the global business leaders who are based either in different parts of the world to just go and, everybody has their budget to go and establish a AI partnership with their local company. It's very tempting to do that. But eventually that's good for experimentation, but that will not deliver ROI for your business. What will deliver ROI for your business is this enterprise AI capability. Even if it's done in small scales, we should be able to scale the AI capabilities that we've built and that have been found to be useful. So that's really the people skills and the organizational capabilities part of it. And then comes the roadmap. I think what I've really found is the McKinsey framework of 3 horizons. I love that framework because it gives a very simple view to a broad audience on technology focus areas or technology investment areas. And so when it comes to AI strategy, your horizon 1 is your core business. You of course focused on the internal ones, but your roadmap now focus more on the external capabilities. Is you can say whatever is your core business, you're going to use AI to strengthen areas of your core business. And a lot of times that falls around customer retention and customer engagement. You can or customer coaching or customer discovery. Those are all your core businesses. Like if you strengthen these areas using AI, you'll strengthen your core business. And then you have your horizon 2, which is more of these emerging opportunities. And so you can think of this as all companies have this unique proprietary data, and of course your core data is key part of your AI strategy. And so now you can have these data driven or data-powered AI products, and they can actually create new revenue streams for your company. These are all the emerging opportunities. And again, some of these were happening in the past before these last 18 months as well, but you can do more of that. But look at areas where AI can be used to drive more revenue streams, which means you're actually using these digital capabilities to do something that was done physically before. And so because that's what will result into new revenue streams. And so those are all your emerging opportunities. And, of course, the horizon 3 is your bigger, the long-term goal where, everything that you do in the company, as you think about your long-term company's digital transformation, every process, every system, every product, you want to assess how you would reimagine that now that we have all these AI technologies available. And it's really your long horizon. And I think that irrespective of so much going on, one of the big things, is really really no need to panic. Just start wherever you are and focus on internal use cases, invest in developing your people, set quarterly AI goals. Like if the teams don't have quarterly AI goals, change that. Because no matter how little progress you make, you have to have those goals. Otherwise, there'll be just too much happening because you'll have to begin at some point of time.
Right.
Keep small goals, that's okay, but focus on the quarterly goals for AI. And it's really the keys to get started. Iterate as you go. Even this, your AI, enterprise AI strategy is not set in stone. You will evolve it every other quarter, because the most important thing that I think for companies now, and the role that CTOs can play with the AI advancements, is to make sure that the company is positioned for long-term success. And, of course, that long-term success will come with this little small steps we'll take internally, we'll take in our customer-facing products, and we learn and we go from there.